10 years ago, Samsung released the Galaxy Note 1, the first phone from the Samsung Galaxy Note series, and today I want to speak a little bit about it. This phone has a screen of 5.3 inches. It was considered a very large phone 10 years ago. The resolution is 800 by 1280 pixels, so the ratio is 16:10, 285 ppi density. This phone officially supports Android up to 4.1.2, but unofficially you can make some tweaks and you can install an even newer version of Android. I tried to install some popular programs on this phone using Android 4.1.2. Some modern versions of popular programs work, some do not work anymore. Before I will tell you what programs I've managed to install on this phone, let's take a look at some of this phone's characteristics. The CPU is a dual-core 1.4 GHz Cortex-A9 and the GPU is a Mali 400. This phone has 1 GB of RAM, 16 GB or 32 GB of internal storage, and a dedicated slot for a micro SD card. The main camera has 8 megapixels and it can record videos at 1080p, so full HD videos, 30 frames per second maximum, and the front camera is a 2 megapixel camera. This phone has a 3.5mm audio jack. It has wireless, Bluetooth, GPS, even radio, and it supports micro USB 2.0. Because this phone is part of the Galaxy Note series, of course it has the S Pen. Let's take a look inside this phone. As you can see here, this is what the phone looks like. It has a detachable battery and the battery has 2500 milliamp hour. A lot of you remember how Android 4.1.2 looked like. As you can see, I already installed some applications. Up here there is this menu with a lot of options. If you want to write notes using the S Pen, you can use some programs, for example S Note. You can choose one of these templates. Still, you can do some work with this phone, but not a lot. Let's take a look at the settings and I will show you what version of Android this phone has. As you can see, it's Android 4.1.2. This version of Android still has a lot of options. You can personalize this phone in many ways. There are a lot of widgets available. And now let's take a look at some programs. I tried to install the latest version of Bitdefender and Kaspersky, but they do not work. The latest version of Yahoo Mail, VPS Office and Firefox browser do not work either. The stock internet browser is not very good anymore, so I installed Google Chrome. And yes, the latest version of Google Chrome still works on this phone, and also the latest version of Opera works. And this is how they look. This is Google Chrome. And you still have access to these settings here. You can use Google Chrome, but it's very slow, I'm telling you. This is Opera. WhatsApp Messenger works. The latest version still works. Zoom Cloud Meetings does not work. However, Instagram works, so you can still use social media on this phone. If you try to use the YouTube stock app, it doesn't work anymore. You can update the stock app, but it will still not work. So if you want to watch YouTube, you need to use a web browser like, for example, Google Chrome. Is this phone still usable in 2021, 10 years after Samsung released it? Yes and no. It depends what do you want to do with this phone. If you want to get some serious work done, modern versions from a lot of programs do not work anymore on this phone. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.